I think during the colder months, we naturally want to be warmer. So we want to be closer to someone. We want to be spooning. We want to be home more often than out. What is up, Tony?
Hello. Back for another episode.
The favorite.
Clink, clink.
The fave of the happy hour. The faves of the happy hour.
Your favorite happy hour duo.
Your favorite happy hour duo is back. I got to get that down. Man. I told you that last night.
It'll come. Because the people are going to proclaim it. It's going to come.
Thank you.
They will proclaim it for us, your favorite happy hour duo. Okay, so don't worry about that. It's going to come.
Bless.
It's going to come.
We are in need.
So what's going on?
Nothing. It's good to see you.
It's good to be seen
we
and
are
not
back
viewed. It's good to be seen and not viewed.
We are back with the second episode of Hung Up Podcast Live.
Yes.
I am one of your co-hosts, Eric Cole, the host and producer of the Hung Up Podcast, a society and culture podcast from a Black queer perspective. And also, I'm just your favorite life coach, your favorite ratchet-ass life coach.
Come on. He said your favorite
the life coach that,
ass.
Could be seen out here throwing hands.
Oh.
Nah,
I mean, listen, you gotta get back. Sometimes
sorry.
you gotta get back to that old person.
No, let that old person go. I had an incident a few nights ago.
Oh,
I was out at an after hours.
We should hear about it.
Things got a little rowdy, but go ahead.
I am Tony Purnell. I am the light worker. I am Philly's favorite therapist. Wherever I go, I shine a little light. Wherever I go, I shine just a little bit more light. I'm going to help you. I'm going to heal you. I'm going to encourage you. And so I'm here. And this is episode 2. I heard you got some surprises for us. I'm looking at the surprises you got. So what we doing, hung up or hanging up?
Yeah, so
what you got?
Look, the listeners do this with me on a regular basis, whether I'm throwing it on my story, asking people, are you hung up? Are you hanging up? It's something that I do on my podcast, especially with guests. Mm-hmm. But what I find is that sometimes people don't know what the hell I'm talking about. They be like, wait, hung up, hanging up. What do you mean?
Okay, let them know what that means.
And the show is Hung Up Podcast. So it's I'm trying to bring it all together. Mm-hmm. Brandy.
Come on, Brand.
Okay.
All right. I love it.
So hung up, hanging up. If you're hung up, and y'all see me use this hashtag a lot on the IG, that means it's good. You loving it, you feeling it. You're hung up. That's the name of the show. You're hung up. Or you could be hanging up. You know what I'm saying?
Hanging up.
If you're hanging up on something, that means you're done. You're hanging up on it. That's hence we got our shit. Matt, thank you for bringing in
Come on.
a good old prop. And this speaks directly to the Hung Up Podcast brand.
Yes, come on, brand.
Because I use the telephone often.
Everything that we do.
Matt,
it's going to be intentional.
Matt been paying attention.
Huge shout out to, we have some audience members. Remember, this is Hung Up Pod Live. And so this is the live version that we are talking about. We got some people in the audience. Shout out to Stefan. What's up, Stefan? Woo,
what's up?
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And, we also got a little special shout out.
Yeah, speaking of Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Birthday,
special shout out to our co-producer, our creative director, our assistant producer. We love you. We want to give you a shout out on camera.
Yeah.
And we love you, baby.
We really do. And so grateful to have you on this team.
Oh,
and
yes.
we got some beautiful things in store. So we building a little family right here. So thank you for being a part of that.
Stay tuned. Let's get into this hung up, hang up.
All right. And I think, this is probably how we'll start each show.
Okay, I'm with it.
You know what I'm saying? We'll clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
Hopefully, we'll have a Black-owned bottle to sponsor. But if we don't...
We will. Speak it into the universe.
Exactly.
We will. Come on. Okay. Let's get into it.
And then it's like a little icebreaker before we get into the topic.
I'm kind of scared. I don't know what you got up on these papers.
And it's just like shit that's going on right now in the Twitter streets. So, you know what I mean? And for my producers, don't be afraid to throw shit in here. You know what I mean? Because I think that they could probably throw some questions or some topics in there that, might throw us off a little bit.
You going first? You want me to go?
Nah.
Oh, you want me to go?
Because I'm too familiar with the game. So.
Okay, so
What does your paper say?
No.
My cursive.
Blind visual. What is that?
Oof.
What does that say?
Bless.
No blessed. What is that?
Baby, what's the first?
I can't know.
Bey.
Oh, it would say Beyonce. I mean, it says no Be. That's why I couldn't read it because it said Beyonce. You know, I mean, you know, I don't really. I'm not gonna get into her right now, but it says no Beyonce visuals. What's going on with the visuals? Beyonce, what's going on with the visuals? I am Beyonce. What's going on with the visuals? Because I'm pissed off. I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up. We are waiting. We got part 1. We are waiting for the visuals. No Beyonce visuals. I'm hanging up.
You know what?
Absolutely not.
I understand how you feel. And I understand how, you know, a lot of us feel. We're not angry at you, Beyonce. Just please don't mistake my coworkers' sentiments for anger, frustration, or, you know, us thinking that you've done anything wrong. I think.
Just do better.
No. I think, you know, Mama dropped the album off.
And she dropped it off. That's it.
She went, you know, she had to do some stuff. She had to run around for the kids. Had to go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Then probably had to fly out to LA. She, you know, forgot about, you know what I'm saying? I think she just a temporary memory lapse, and we don't get those visuals. I think we are.
Is that the next thing that's supposed to come out? Or is that what we want to come out?
People are saying watch what's gonna happen on her birthday, so we're watching with bated breath.
Okay. It's past. Yeah, the audience says that it's past her birthday. You know?
Oh shit! It sure is.
9/4.
You're right.
I was thinking more of like a solstice release.
The end
Maybe
of September was what I was thinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually on her birthday. They're gonna do in October. She's releasing the videos. No, that's a short film for Tiffany.
Oh my God.
No, that's for the album Renaissance.
They post. Whatever you're gonna do, Beyonce, let us know and let us know soon.
Well,
let us know and let us know soon.
She's not one to be letting the girls know. Sometimes
she's very private.
Sometimes she just. I mean, she did let us know the album date.
Yeah,
which we were very grateful for because you know
that is true because she'll never do that.
Her last several albums, right? Her last 3. Okay, so
all right, what you got next?
All right, let's see what I got. An alien invasion. Because this was actually like trending on Twitter this week.
Go ahead. You hung up on hanging up.
Woo! I think I'm hanging up on an alien invasion.
Hang it up.
Yeah. I don't want the aliens to, because this is what I think. I think if the aliens do come, and I think it will happen, it's inevitable. But when they do come, we're not gonna be ready for whatever energy they give in. We're not gonna be ready for it.
What that song say? Earth is ghetto. Beam me up.
Right, beam me up.
Beam me up. Take me. Listen, beam me up. Earth is ghetto. I'm ready to go. I am hung up. And I can stay up here. Beam me up. Listen. Yes.
That was a dope ass track too. Shout out to
I heard she made that original track.
Cannot remember her name, but I did post her on the IG.
Is this my next one? Let's see. Okay. April. Aries. Oh, Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish.
Ooh.
So, is this about the whole Lizzo thing? Aries Spears.
Tiffany had nothing to do with that.
Okay, I'm lumping them in. Okay, so what I've seen was the whole. I don't know. I can't talk about Tiffany Haddish and Aries, but you can.
I'm hanging up. I know we don't know a lot about that situation other than what the video. With the video, I think it's still up on YouTube, which is weird. I think probably at some point it'll be taken down. And we know Tiffany Haddish's response that she gave, but other than that, we don't really know much of anything.
Well, we're gonna.
But I'm hanging up.
Allegedly. Okay. Come on, producers. Allegedly. Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you.
We'll see where it goes with that.
Hanging up. Yeah, that video didn't make no damn sense. Did you?
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I might have to go back.
Gross. It was scary.
I saw the one with him.
Like, I was scared watching that shit. I was like, No, this is not an Aries Spears. Along with that, his
Yeah. I saw Aries talking about
terrifying
Lizzo.
Man. Terrifying looking man.
Yeah. He looks totally different. All right, last one.
Oh, right here. Mm-hmm. Halloween.
Oh.
Which is around the corner. So don't wait, because a lot of folks, it creeps up on you. And now we're scrambling to get costumes, figure out parties, like what we're going to do, this, that, and the third.
I got a good costume this year.
You already got it?
I got it in my mind. It's in my head.
Okay.
But last year, let me tell you something.
Shanae.
Hello. Listen. Listen, let me tell you something.
You got many awards and recognition for that outfit.
I won that night. Like, I won the grand prize that night. And you know how long that took me?
Where was that?
3 hours. That took me that day.
No, that looked like a.
We're gonna have to put the Shanae outfit somewhere over here. I don't know. We're gonna have to put it over here in the actual video, but we're gonna have to put it in there. And I killed that look.
You really did.
And it took last minute. I did it last minute, y'all.
So that means you gotta come extra. You gotta come.
Oh, I got something. Just a little something.
Cool.
All right. So what we getting into? We're gonna get into our episode.
Let's go ahead and slide up in that episode. But before we do that, we can just remind the watchers and the listeners real quick that if you want to get in contact with the show, email any questions, thoughts, ideas, anything like that, hit us up at hunguppod@gmail.com.
So when we get into today's episode number 2 is about cuffing season. So it's a little warmer. I mean, it's a little cooler right now. And so we got our hoodies on today as we lean into cuffing season. Eric, you ever heard about cuffing season? You ever heard about cuffing season?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your thoughts on it? What do you know about cuffing season?
Well, it's a hashtag. So it's like, for me, because I'm on social media so much, it's hard to not see it when it comes around this time of the year. But I think it's also like elements to cuffing season that are familiar more than the hashtag is. I feel like cuffing season, because it's starting to cool down, people are more intentional about dating, more intentional about like putting themselves in social situations that could maybe make them a little bit more available.
Or I'm just looking for a seasonal fuck buddy. Once I never got an answer. Can I cuss on this show? Like the producers, is that a thumb up? Okay, great. And so, or they looking just for a seasonal fuck buddy. I mean, somebody to hold you a little tighter. For every ounce, there's a little bit more bounce. And so, for the people who are looking for a little teddy during the wintertime, that's what they use cuffing season for. I mean, the official.
We did talk about that a little bit. Like, did we say there's a difference between a fuck buddy and
we're going to get into it.
So we'll get into that. Okay. All right.
So according to our Urban Dictionary, the official definition.
/ Tony Purnell, the Lightworkers.
Hello, thank you. / my definition. Cuffing season refers to a period of time where single people begin looking for short-term partnerships to pass the colder months of the year. Cuffing season usually begins in August and lasts until just after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
If you make it, it might go past Valentine's Day. But we're going to get into the official cuffing season schedule.
Yeah, which is really interesting that there is like literally a whole schedule to it. I think a lot of people are familiar with cuffing season, but they don't know there's actually like levels to this shit.
Oh, yes. It's different levels.
Yeah.
So, and we'll put a picture of what cuffing season is somewhere here in the middle of us. Okay, and we're gonna show you what this cuffing season looks like. The cuffing season schedule. We're gonna talk about it. Let's pull it up. The actual picture about what cuffing season is. Okay.
No, I don't have it. You have it.
Okay.
So I'll follow what you.
Yeah. So scouting.
That's the first week?
That's the first month of cuffing season. Scouting. I'm looking for a partner, maybe online. August 1st through the 31st.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's the first portion of cuffing season.
Dating online.
Okay.
Dating apps.
Dude, are you dating?
Am I dating?
Yeah, are you dating right now?
Sure. I won't, pass up an eligible bachelor.
No. Are you Are you actively dating? Oh, so you're not dating. Is there somebody you're dating right now currently?
No, I'm not actively dating somebody.
Oh, okay.
Look, our producers done dropped the phone.
They nervous.
No,
y'all,
you're fine. You're
y'all
fine.
nervous back there? Y'all all right? Listen.
Like, just answer the question, Eric. No, I'm not. I'm open to dating.
Okay, you're open to dating.
Yeah, but I'm not like dating someone right now.
Okay, so you ain't do no scouting during August 1st to the 31st.
I think I tried to, but failed miserably, child.
Okay, well, if you still have a chance because the second portion, which we're in right now,
A grace period.
September 1st through the 30th, we're drafting.
We're drafting. Okay.
We're drafting.
Okay, so we've scouted.
Yeah.
We've said, okay, these are my top 5.
Yeah.
These are my or top 3, however many you can
Exactly.
handle. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what drafting is, picking your top candidates.
Okay.
For
Okay.
cuffing season. Speaking about dating, like I'm typically a person who does not mind dating multiple people at once.
You can handle that.
If you out
It's a lot of
there,
energy.
I might be dating you and your homeboy, or not you and your homeboy, but somebody that you may not know. I ain't mean to say you and your homeboy. I don't get down like that, y'all.
So you and your home, but why it slide out
I'm
like
just
that,
saying, it was so natural, right?
Yeah.
It was right the first time.
Wait.
It was not.
The
I might be
producer
dating
says-
you and another homeboy. That's what I meant to say. And another homeboy and somebody else.
But there is a little truth to that. Like,
Yes.
because especially in Philly, the same gender loving community is very, very tiny and very small. And so we're gonna have to talk about that at some point. Like,
The black gay scene. I mean, the gay scene is small, and then the black gay scene is even smaller.
yeah.
So
So can I date your friend, or can I date somebody that you used to date and we're friends? Like, it's so many like, ooh, and people can get offended.
I don't know,
Feelings
Eric.
can
I
get-
might have to beat you down.
See,
It
this is
depends
what I'm
on
talking about.
depends on who it was.
Right, because there's a difference between a 1-month fling, and a 1-year relationship.
Absolutely.
So we'll get into that.
But so when you guys see the cuffing season schedule, you can see the rest of the levels for cuffing season. But we're gonna get into the rest of our conversation.
Cool.
And so we already talked about when is cuffing season. We already gave you the mile markers,
Yeah.
for when cuffing season, happens. So like I said, couples typically really start to cuff in the late fall or early winter. And then they stay together until the weather starts to defrost. That kills me.
Because we are animals.
Oh, okay. So are we in like hibernation season?
I feel like that behavior is very like taking it back to Mother Nature. Because I think another element that I forgot to mention in the beginning when you asked me what my definition was that, I think during the colder months, we naturally want to be warmer. So we want to be closer to someone. We want to be spooning. We want to be home more often than out. And what do you do when you're home? You Netflix and chilling. You got bae over. So I think those are other elements that go right into cuffing season.
I didn't. Actually, when now that you mentioned that, I really didn't think about that portion or that aspect of it.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking from a clinical perspective, we talk about this time of year. People usually have SAD or it's called seasonal affective disorder, and so. November, the holiday season, as it gets colder, people,
The days are shorter.
exactly.
They're darker.
Darker, shorter.
Yeah.
They start to become a product of the environment. Seasonal affective disorder is very real. How do we date as men, as black gay men, in this time frame right now, maybe experiencing seasonal depression as well?
Yeah, that is deep. And do you have any suggestions from a clinical perspective?
I will be honest. Sometimes I get discouraged because you can start really strong around cuffing season, and then people just fade out, and that can be a factor that really leads into my depression even more. And it's like, damn, am I worthy? Damn, am I deserving of somebody dating me? And is it me? Like, naturally, you look inwardly. It's like, damn, I can't say, okay, it wasn't you, it was me, because you left me. You faded out. So I'm naturally going to look towards, well, I'm the fucking problem. I'm the issue. And so people withdraw even more. People pull away from their social activities, from their friends, their loved ones. And it's real.
It is.
It's real.
It's very real. And I will say from a life coach perspective, and you touched on that a little bit at the end, is that inward abuse, how we treating ourselves and thinking that the things that happen to us, especially the bad things, are our fault, or that it defines who we are. That was just, a moment in time, and you got to figure out what that lesson was and try to move forward.
Yeah.
Try to find a way to move forward and stop blaming ourselves and beating up on it. We do that enough. We talk so much about how people treat, how the world treat us so bad. We treat ourselves the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
that mental abuse, what I'm saying? That daily that self-talk, it's a lot of mental abuse.
I think it's interesting, one, am I capable to even crave intimacy during this time?
Am I worthy of intimacy? That's something that I had to come, that was a recent acknowledgement for me, where I was like, wow, Eric, your shit is not working out because you don't even think you deserve intimacy. You really, you want something that you don't even think you deserve to have.
Exactly. So we're going to get into it later, but we're going to talk about how do I know I'm even cuffed? When I get into cuffing season, we're going to get into that later, but the traditional methods of dating. Am I a traditionalist or am I a modernist? We talk about the initial stages of cuffing season. You're scouting. And then you're drafting. Yeah. Scouting looks like, okay, are you online dating or are you going out and meeting people physically?
You got to know what side of the table you are.
What's your style?
I haven't.
What's your style?
I think my style is.
I want to know.
Is more modern. I'm sorry, more traditional.
Okay.
Because I don't necessarily do good on the dating apps. But in more social situations, more natural situations, I could be, if I'm in a grocery store, you know what I mean? And for some people, that genuine spark of energy is really important. That rush you feel when you meet someone in a random place, and you kind of have that that spark, that interaction. Yeah. So for some people, that's important. Some people, that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And they can do the online, or they can do what's really big right now, the where they set you up.
Oh, the dating coaches.
The dating coaches and the love coaches and they have the TV shows and stuff right now, and that's actually becoming a real thing. A lot of people they're like, look, I don't have time to be going through 6, 5, 7.
That is true.
Let me
swipe left, swipe right, swipe.
They don't want to do swiping. They want to tell a professional what they're looking for and allow
you do
the
work.
Professional to do.
You do the work.
And these partnerships are what we're seeing is that they're being successful. So.
Another question, how can I even tell that I've been cuffed? Am I just spending time with you naturally because we're really cool and you've been around before cuffing season even started?
Look, you gotta know because you'll be a homeboy quick.
Hello, listen,
niggas will homeboy
what you think this is? What you thought? No, you my FB, or you my cuddle buddy, or you my you need to know your place. But how do I know? What if I'm the person on the receiving end and I don't even know if I've been cuffed?
Yeah. That's a good question.
What are the markers? What are the telltale signs that says, oh, I think I've actually been cuffed, and I think I'm actually engaging in cuffing season.
Thank God.
It's May. Oh my God, what an honor to be cuffed.
Yeah.
How do you know?
It's given time, space, and energy.
Time, space, and energy.
Time, space, and energy. If you're getting those 3 things from someone, then I think you've been cuffed. I think you can say with confidence that you've been cuffed. If you have to question time, space, and energy, and especially if you're getting close to, Valentine's Day. I know we didn't go all the way through the schedule.
Yeah, they got the schedule.
Y'all got the schedule. And it ends on Valentine's Day.
That's the championship game. Y'all need to make it to the champ. That's what y'all try to make it to.
Yeah.
The championship game.
Yeah.
I want to also be clear that you can be a fuck buddy in cuffing season.
Yes, you can. And that's exactly. So it goes back to that time, space, and energy. Because I feel like if you're a fuck buddy, you're a fuck buddy.
Yeah, during cuffing season. And you get it fucked up.
Those texts start to dwindle.
Or they start to cross boundaries. Like, damn, hold on, you know what you came over here for? This ain't what it's given.
Yeah.
I'm hanging up on you being over here often. Like, you know you're not supposed. Nope.
You can
No,
in time, space,
absolutely
and
not.
energy, you can tell when someone doesn't want you in their space, like when they're really not feeling you like that.
No, another telltale sign when you talk about how do I know I've been cuffed, we're really talking about. Are we talking about future plans? Does it happen organically? Does it happen naturally?
Do you see me in the future?
I like myself in the future. I see myself in the future, and I like what I see. Okay, listen. I can't see the future. Come on, Keys.
Shout out
Come
to
on, listen. Hello?
My girl, Sweet Tea.
Listen. Are you talking about future plans? Where is this going? Is it organically leading or my pressure to ask?
Don't get on a Clubhouse talking about he ain't talking about future plans. The question is he talking about future plans? And if he ain't, then you ain't been cuffed. Don't make a voice room about it.
Also, do those plans cut off in March or April? You got to the championship game. Yep, you got there. You made it always a Valentine's Day. You got there.
Yeah.
Do those plans cut off right after? Do they lead afterwards?
Yeah, is that Valentine's Day more so like, yo, I've been feeling your energy. I hope you've been feeling mine. I think you've been feeling mine. What are we going to do? Like, what would you? How do you want to take this forward?
Yes.
And I don't want to. You know, you got to respect people's boundaries and not push.
Exactly.
But I feel like when it's right, it's just right. Everything falls into place.
That organic, natural feeling.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it has to be a conversation. Like, where's this leading? It's really simple.
Just
where's
ask.
this going? He said, if you want to fucking know if you've been cuffed, just ask. Hey, I like this. Just ask. No wondering.
Everybody can't communicate, but you can't say you didn't ask.
Everybody, listen, because you will be ghosted. Sometimes people get ghosted.
Yeah.
During cuffing season.
Yeah.
You start out strong.
That is
real
a way
strong.
to break off communication. Yeah. And it's not always like this abrupt. Like, I think we think of ghosting as I got blocked.
Nope.
After
Nope.
having a wonderful time with this guy who I thought, things were going well. No, sometimes the texts just start coming fewer and fewer and slower in between until it's done. And even though y'all have not had an official conversation, the relationship is over.
Where was the closure?
You don't always get that.
You don't always get it.
From other people. That's why we have to be able to find that shit within ourselves sometimes.
Come on.
Or do the work to get sometimes you gotta make a compromise because you're not gonna always get that apology from people.
Yeah. I mean, this is the point where we can ask the audience, are you gonna participate in cuffing season?
What's that?
This whole time we've been talking. What? Are you gonna participate in cuffing season? Okay, so y'all know what that means. So that's my last question. Should I participate in cuffing season?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Like, am I in it to win it, or I'm just gonna observe it from another perspective? Let's talk about some endpoints.
Heavenly.
We need
I'm so sorry.
some endpoints to consider when you are going to go into cuffing season or not. One, you got to figure out what you want. Clearly, what's that? You don't know what you want. You got to figure that shit out. Point number 2.
Yes. Is iPhone. When I put on Do Not Disturb, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That just threw me off a little bit. How I be having on Do Not Disturb? Y'all heard my phone ringing, right? Like, I'm not making this shit up.
That's true.
All right, my bad.
Some endpoints to consider. So yes. I said figure out what you want. First point.
Yes. Another point is consider how intimate you're willing to get, which is a part of like building those boundaries or using dating to figure out what your boundaries are.
Yes.
I think there's so much pressure in people knowing and always use the dating experience to figure your shit out. I think that's cool.
Okay. And so don't let the pressure get to you. Get clear on your boundaries.
The pressure.
All right.
It ain't for everybody.
And this is another episode.
Yo, this was dope.
Thank you.
Can we do a clink clink?
Clink clink?
I know our producers are telling us to
Shut the fuck up.
They really are. Look, they like, but we got and we gotta let the people know where we at, child.
Clink clink. Go ahead, close it out. Where we at?
Hung Up Pod Live. Subscribe. We are on YouTube exclusively. Please hit that subscribe button. And you can also find me at Hung Up Pod on Instagram. And I'm, of course, like I said, your favorite life coach, host and producer of the Hung Up Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Tony Purnell, light worker.
This was dope.
Mm-hmm. Good discussion.
What are you hung up on? I'm hung up on this phone. Like, it's just a good idea. I'm hung up or I'm hanging up.
Yes!
You was trying to buy Beyonce, but no, we are hung up and we are still waiting on those visuals. So,
yes.
I put it down gently because I am hung up on Beyonce.
How did you look at today's episode?
Today's episode was great. I had a good time. Try to call me out of cuffing season. What is that?
What is that?
It was great.
Thank you.
I like the schedule. I like the input, the commentary from both of you. It was a good time.
Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you for being here. Of course. Look at our producers. Too.
Hey. Follow me, SK Save the Day. That's it.
Yeah,
SK Save the Day. That's it.